thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier.
Center fielder.
As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble, I think.
And this one is gone, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Wow, they've definitely gotten after it here to start this inning. That's back-to-back home runs now to the first two hitters. On the mound, he's got to be saying, you got to be kidding me.
Stepping in now, Logan Forsythe. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Freeman is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
I don't know, two-pitch here, he knows he's got to protect, and that's sort of a defensive hack there, just trying to make contact, and the result, an easy pop-up.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind, 0-2. Way outside, 1-2. And a swing and a miss there by Longoria as he can't connect, and that's a big second out now.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
In now, Corey Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Trying to strike him out for the second time. This is hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Inciarte. Gone! A solo shot here to left, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, as an offense, you always wish that you could bottle whatever you've got going right now and take it into all your games. Whatever it is, sometimes guys just feed off one another. They start thinking, well, hey, if this guy can hit a home run and then he hits a home run, when I get up there, maybe I can hit a home run too. And now that's 3 home runs they've struck for in this one inning.
Here's Desmond Jennings now as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. 2 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. We've played 2 full. It's the Rays 6 and the Braves 1. Back for the top of the third here at the Trop as we give you a look there at nearby Clearwater Beach. Michael Bourne steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Fastball called for strike 2.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Number 11, Ender Inciarte.
There's a ball hit out to left center, and it's over the head of the shortstop Miller for a base hit.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a one-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
Into the box, Eric Ibar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Archer comes set. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Now after the big inning your ball club just put together, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
Freddie Freeman is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or 2.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Nick Markakis stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta. They trail 6-1. James Loney digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Now he lifts a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory on the right side. 1 away.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. Now, you'll take that every time.
Logan Morrison stands in following an RBI single his first time through. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
1 out, nobody on. Bounced weakly near the plate. That's a foul ball. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Morrison is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the put out.
Into the box now, Kurt Casale. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the 3rd inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
But this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Ibar is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. They lead it 6-1. Leading off the inning, Kelly Johnson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Archer gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is pulled into right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. And he'll think better of pushing it, so he'll hold on at first with a leadoff single.
Now batting.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Here's the switch-hitting Nick Swisher. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
Squared that one up just a little late. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And if you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Standing in now, A.J. Pierzynski, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Two and one after the foul ball there. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Jennings going back at the track. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
And this is a tough read for an outfielder off the bat because the ball's taken the other way and deep. But he makes up the difference quickly and is able to range back into the corner and make the play.
Into the box, Jace Peterson. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. One run, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Launch to right field and deep. Looking up is Dickerson. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
And this is where these guys can be so dangerous. They've got power all throughout the lineup. When the number 8 hitter's taking you deep, you know there's no easy outs.
Center fielder,
Michael Bourne at the
number 2,
plate now.
Michael Bourne.
As he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Rays 6 and the Braves 3. Brad Miller is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Number 13.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in, and see if they can't get you some more.
Hot shot to third. Johnson is there. On to first by Johnson, and it's in time, 1 away.
And now all of a sudden on the mound, this has gone from a wasted start to he's got some important innings to pitch here. This is back to being a ball game, so you could make up for those early struggles with a 1-2-3 here.
Kevin Kiermaier steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Might have had visions of another home run there. This pitch is right in his wheelhouse, but he winds up swinging right underneath it and popping it straight up.
In now, Logan Forsythe. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half, it's strike 1.
Well, even though he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 70% of the batters he's faced, the rest of his game has not been sharp, and he's not pitching well.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. They still lead it 6-3. Ender Inciarte will come forward now.
Hitting out for the
He has
Braves,
flied out and singled
the
so
fielder,
far.
Ender Inciarte.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Jennings is under it. 1 out.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
Striding into the box, Eric Ibar. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Archer's ready. First pitch on the way. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Hit in the air out to left field. Jennings moves over. 2 gone.
First baseman, number 5, Freddie.
We'll take a look here at his pitch count, and you can see, at least early on, he's been around the plate quite a bit. 36 strikes so far. That's a sign that his location is where it needs to be.
Freddie Freeman will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. And they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
Sometimes it can be all or nothing with this guy. He'll strike out in bunches, but when he connects, he can do a whole lot of damage, and he makes him pay right here.
Now batting.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder,
Markakis.
as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Kiermaier on the run. And that ends the inning. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. Middle of the afternoon here on the west coast of Florida. It's the Rays 6 and the Braves 4. Evan Longoria comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the 5th. That has to be a concern.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
The right fielder,
Corey Dickerson comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. You guys surprised at all that that man doesn't have the bullpen going yet?
Well, he's showing a lot of faith in his starter, but to me, you've at least got to get someone stretching down there. Move him around a little bit.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. On the ground to third. Oh, and it eats up Johnson. But they will still get the lead runner at second, so no double play. But, boy, very fortunate to record the first out there. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Desmond Jennings will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. On his way to pitch number 75. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Looked like a breaking ball there, but it missed badly. 2-0.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
The 2-0 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. Runner around second now, headed for third. And the run will score all the way from first. That makes it 7-4.
A second hit of the ball game for him right there. This one's an RBI triple, and he's in scoring position himself with just 1 away.
Stepping in now, James Loney. Has to swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. 1 out and a runner on third. Sent on the ground out to second. There's Peterson. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, this is just a case of taking care of business right here. He drove in a run with the RBI triple, then he gets driven in himself on the RBI ground out.
Digging in now, Logan Morrison. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Into the seats, 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Another one sent foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Drilled to the left side. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Kurt Casale will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the offer so far.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 5 innings complete. The Rays are in front 8-4. Kelly Johnson makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Inside as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. To short, hit hard. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Here's the switch hitting Nick Swisher. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And a big rip by Swisher, but he comes up empty. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here it comes on 0-2. Driven to right field and deep. Dickerson going back, still ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run home run from Nick Swisher as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. Into the box now, A.J. Pierzynski.
A.J. Pierzynski.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, this is how you got to do it in this league. If you give up a 2-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. And he's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Jennings has it in his tracks, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Center fielder, number 2, Michael Bourne.
Michael Bourne will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. 2 out, nobody on. And that misses 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Xavier Cedeno will take over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Xavier Cedeno.
Here's Ender Inciarte, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Rays 8 and the Braves 6. Brad Miller will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Shot towards second. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
The batter, center fielder.
Well, I hope this guy's not on your fantasy team, because look at those numbers. He's been dreadful.
Kevin Kiermaier steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the 2nd. Runners off for second. Drilled right back up the middle. Ibar throws to first to take care of him for the first out.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
Logan Forsythe will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
1 out and a runner on second base. Now a swing and a fly ball. Markakis on the move, and Markakis won't get there. It's a foul ball. Way outside. 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. High in the air out to center field. Bourne is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Your third baseman, number 3, Evan Longoria.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. Tehran sets. Here's the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning coming up. The Rays are out in front, 8-6. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Leading off the inning, Eric Ibar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's set. Here it comes. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Casale has it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Freddie.
So the leadoff man's gone, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. High pop-up. Longoria is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
And here's a spot where you can see he just doesn't get that bat on a level plane through the zone. Now, this is an uppercut swing like he's trying to hit it out of the park, and it winds up a routine pop-up.
Nick Markakis will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one, usually a major force in their offense.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Jennings on the move. And the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Can't cut into that 8-6 deficit. Corey Dickerson steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Right fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Teron gets the sign. Here's the delivery. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. That's by him for strike 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
And at this point, he may as well just go ahead and flip the ball underhand to him at the plate because they're just teeing off on him right now. I mean, I don't know what more you need to see.
Desmond Jennings tripled homer run last time through, so let's see what he's got in store this time.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
And he takes ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Well, it's definitely a tale of two extremes so far as you check out his line. A lot of strikeouts, that's the good news. But a lot of other crooked numbers are up there, too.
James Loney will step in. A ground-out victim as last time.
And, Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Runner goes for second. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out.
Whew, nice play.
And let's check this one out again. Look at him stretch out for this thing, and then he's going to tuck into a nice little barrel roll at the end there. That was pretty sweet.
Into the box, Logan Morrison, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Pulled toward right center field. Warren is there. And that retires the side. 1 left for Tampa. The lead stands pat at 8-6. Denny Farquhar will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Denny Farquhar.
Leading off the inning, Kelly Johnson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. After it is Dickerson. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. We take a look at our line score here in the 8th. A lot of offense. Already 6 home runs between these two teams, and we may not be done yet. Nick Swisher will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Moving under it, Jennings. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
2 pitches, 2 fly balls, 2 easy outs. He's probably out there saying, man, why can't it always be this easy?
A.J. Pierzynski will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And, Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Jennings is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Braves retired on just 4 pitches. Can't cut into that 8-6 deficit. Kurt Casale stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Catcher, Kurt Casale.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Tehran's ready, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
One thing we can say about this game, neither team's been afraid to swing the bat. I mean, here we are this late into the ball game, and we still haven't seen our first walk.
Brad Miller steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Up next,
well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Kevin Kiermaier strides in, grounded out his last time through. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. The lead stands pat at 8-6. Jace Peterson gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th.
Jace Peterson.
First pitch of the at-bat. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
This is a guy that's got to understand his abilities here. He's got the speed to beat out any ground ball, but he's taking uppercut swings trying to go yard.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Peterson is retired, and there's 1 away.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. And then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Michael Bourne at the plate now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
One out, nobody on. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
The left fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Ender Inciarte makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Kiermaier is there, Makes the catch and the ball game is over.
And I think this is a good decision here to let the setup guy stay on to finish this one off. He goes out to pick up the rare save with an excellent effort.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Rays are victorious in this one, 8-6. So long from Tampa.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Rays. 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For Atlanta, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Chris Archer. Credit the save to Danny Farquhar. The loss goes to Julio Teheran. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes. Again, we remind you for your next trip to Tropicana Field that all vehicles with 4 or more passengers receive free parking all season long. Also, a reminder that extra PSTA buses for routes 18, 32, and 74 can be picked up outside the stadium.